Good evening, Chelsea fans, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Prefix for another absolutely huge fixture. Chelsea travel to Anfield to take on Liverpool tonight at 1:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. Yes, you heard me right. 1:30 a.m. What the hell, man? How am I supposed to react? How am I supposed to make a reaction video to that? Yeah, how? Everyone in my house is gonna be sleeping. I'm gonna have to whisper into the mic like this for the entire game. So that's what's gonna happen. Let's see how that works out. I'm gonna try and put out a reaction video, but forgive me if I don't. I will release one tomorrow. So stay tuned for that one. But let's get into this game. Because this is a very very huge fixture. Chelsea versus Liverpool has always been one of those really crazy fixtures. It's brought along with it a host of controversy, a host of surprises, eventful moments, and just overall, it's brought us fans a lot of really memorable moments. And the first one that comes to my mind is Frank Lampard scoring that penalty to take us to the Champions League finals. The same week his mother passed away, which was such an emotional moment for him, and to take us to the finals was absolutely insane. Obviously, the whole controversial moment where Suarez bit he actually bit Branislav Ivanovic on the pitch. He got sent off, obviously. Yeah, and then last season where Frank Lampard as Chelsea manager was going at it with Jurgen Klopp and the entire Liverpool bench on the touchline, which was great to see. It was great entertainment and made headlines. So there's always something more to it with these fixtures. It's not just a clash of teams; it's a clash of clubs. It's a clash of managers. It's a clash of fans. It's a big game for everybody involved. Involved with these clubs. So obviously, putting things into perspective right now, Chelsea are 1 point ahead of Liverpool, 1 point, and 1 point behind West Ham, who are sitting in the fourth spot right now. Right, Chelsea are sitting 1 point behind the top four, and so this could be a really good opportunity for us to move into the top four. Obviously, Manchester United have dropped points after that draw against Crystal Palace. Leicester City have dropped points after a draw to Burnley. So this is obviously an opportunity for us. I'm not gonna say that this is going to change our entire season and keep us in the top four for the rest of the season, because that is not true. Anything can happen at any point in time, but what we need to do is actually go ahead and win this game. This is a must win, because as all games are must wins. But you know how it is. Your teams are doing badly. Come on over to Stamford Bridge. Come on over and play us, because we will give you points and we will let you score. That seems to be how our team has been for the last 3 to 4 years now. We have been charity FC for way too long, and I think now under Thomas Tuchel, he's addressed the situation. He's addressed the fact that they are working on it, and so that gives me a bit more confidence, because I know that they have acknowledged it, and they know that's an actual problem, and we need to be ruthless. We need to start being ruthless. Honestly, we've never been that team like City who'd go play an away game and then beat them like 6-7-0. We've never been that kind of team, and I hope under Thomas Tuchel we can start to build on that. Obviously, our defense has become much more solid. We stopped conceding so many goals, but I also feel like in a way we've kind of lost a bit in defense. If you remember the start of the season with Frank Lampard, we had those moments where Thiago Silva and Zuma would be a massive threat during set pieces, and they actually racked up a bunch of goals right at the start of the season. We've kind of lost that area because obviously Christensen and Aspilicueta are not the most aerially dominant figures in our team. We do have Rudiger, and when Marcus Alonso plays, we have Marcus Alonso, and obviously Olivier Giroud. Uh, so looking at Liverpool right now, they're a team that is, they have three different problems all over the pitch. Their midfield is compensating for the defense right now. They have a makeshift defense with a midfielder in there, oftentimes two midfielders or a defensive midfielder with Fabinho, um, who was actually quite decent. He was like very good at that role, but then their midfield is compensating for their defense, and then their forward line is then compensating for their midfield, and it's just a problem throughout the team. And so Liverpool, in a way, are a bit handicapped, and I think this is a chance for us to show what we can do going forward. This is a massive chance, as every game is. But today, grabbing a grabbing a win and grabbing 3 points here is going to be a huge deal, a big boost in confidence, and obviously in the Premier League table. So with that game plan in mind, let's just get into the lineups right now. In goal, I have gone with none other than Edouard Mendy. Edouard Mendy has been the most trusted goalkeeper in this squad. Kepa has had his moments this season. He's not conceded too many, but I do remember the start of the season when we played Liverpool and we lost. That was I remember him literally passing the ball to Mane, who was inside his box. So not his best moment, but he's improved since then. But Edouard Mendy has done so much to keep his place. Clean sheet against Manchester United, clean sheet against Atletico Madrid, huge saves in both games, and he can't be faulted, man. This is his spot now. He is the number one keeper, and he makes it into my team. In defense, I have gone with Spilicueta, Christensen, and Rudiger, because all three of them look to be contributing in their own way, and contributing well. They have built up a good form under Thomas Tuchel, and I think keeping that continuity in defense is going to be key in a big game like this. Moving on to the left full back. I had my doubts about this, honestly, because obviously Chilwell played the last game against Manchester United, and he had a decent game. He created a few chances, not as many as I would like him to, but he created the biggest chance of the game, where he cut in and put and squared it for Hakim Ziyech, who kicked it straight at De Gea, who makes a comfortable save. But Alonso is much more threatening up front and could cause a lot more problems for that Liverpool defense. So this is a tough one, but I'm gonna stick with Ben Chilwell. That's the final decision. Ben Chilwell it is. On the other side, I have put in Reece James, because I think Mane is going to be extremely tough to deal with, and from this reverse fixture, we know how that went. He cut inside. Henderson puts a really long ball for him, and Christensen commits a foul and gets a red card, and the game is pretty much over from there on. So having Reece James there, as well as Aspilicueta, to kind of keep him in their pockets, would be key to neutralizing this Liverpool attack, whatever is left of the attack at least. So Reece James on the right hand side. Let's move on to the midfield. In midfield, I have gone with Kante. N'Golo Kante had a good game against Manchester United. He did well to intercept. Not his best game, but I think that with this run of games, I think he will be improving and will be back to his best. Next to him, I am going with Mateo Kovacic. He has been an excellent acquisition for Chelsea. One of the most consistent players in this squad since last season. So having him in the team will allow us to dominate midfield because he's too good in midfield. But I think that partnership between Kovacic and Kante is something that has been less explored, and it is one that could prove very, very fruitful if reached its full potential. But now let's move on to the sole number 10, and this has been a constant. Obviously it's going to be Mason Mount. I'm never going to change that unless I see Kai Havertz doing something really special in the game coming off the bench. I do not think this position is going to be changed for the foreseeable future. Up front, I have gone with an unusual partnership, but it is a partnership that is going to be very, very useful in the game. I think. I do not think having Giroud up there to manage the likes of Fabinho and a very, very physical Jordan Henderson is going to be the best game plan for this game. And so I've gone with Werner and Pulisic because they both are quick on their feet, they both can exploit spaces, and Pulisic is really, really good in tight spaces, and we saw what he did last season against Liverpool in the final part of the season, where he just dribbled past half of Liverpool's defense and assisted Tammy for a last-minute consolation goal. But it was an absolute class goal. Jurgen Klopp was standing on the sidelines, absolutely shocked out of his mind. He didn't know what hit Liverpool then. He didn't know what hit them. But we need more of this. So Christian, please, I want you to turn it up today. Please turn it up. We need you. So that's pretty much it for the lineups for today's game. Let me know what you guys would line up Chelsea for this game as down in the comment section below. But without any further ado, let's dive into the predictions on the Fifth Stand Prediction app. For the first question, how many goals will each team score? I think that Chelsea is going to really open up Liverpool's defense today. I think it's going to be a good performance from us, from the Blues, and we will beat them 2-0. I'm very confident with the way that our team is playing. We've been dominating games, and this will be no different. So, who's going to score first for Chelsea? This is going to be a tough one. I want to say Mason Mount, but I'm going to go with Christian Pulisic actually. I think this is going to be a very good game. It's going to shock Klopp again. In which minute will the first Chelsea goal be scored? I think we'll score relatively early. I think we'll score by the 30th minute or so. How many shots will Chelsea have overall? Looking back at other games, I think we've had a lot of shots. I mean, not too many because they often are very, very low quality shots, but I'm going to go with 9. How many Chelsea shots will be on target? Let's go for 5. Playing it safe here. What overall possession will Chelsea have? 60s. It'll be in the 60s for sure. How many Chelsea corners will be there? I'm gonna go for an even Steven 6. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, that's pretty much the prediction section for this game. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know if I'm gonna react to this game honestly because of the timing. It's gonna be difficult for me to put out stuff because I actually have school tomorrow. I have an 8 a.m. class tomorrow, so that's gonna be difficult for me to stay up all night and edit. But I will definitely put out a video. If not, okay, you know what? Maybe I will. So stay tuned to the channel. Hit the notification down below so that you never miss another episode or another video from me. Subscribe if you are new because why not? I hope you guys are liking the content, and do let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. And yeah, that's it for today, and I will see you guys after the game. Hopefully, see you.